Now, essentially, when we understand that everything is energy, you are energy, manipulating energy, we understand the whole spectrum of energy is what creates the simulation. But energy comes from the source is you. So we understand that this is a highlight reel. It's replaying. That's why every day is like, it repeats itself within some of the same patterns because some people are robotic. But it's because of the energy that they're manipulating that makes those patterns robotic and makes themselves robotic. So if you're manipulating the same energy vice that is making you robotic, chances are you're gonna have to change the way you're channeling energy from these other energy devices. Even the sun, you stay too much in the sun, it can hurt you. You know, you stop breathing, it can hurt you. You stop eating or you overeat, it can hurt you. You have to balance energy essentially. Think of Goku, for example. That guy ate so much food, yeah, balanced that energy, transmuted that energy into exercising, used that flow of energy, balanced that energy into recovery, which is sleeping, balanced that energy into enjoying life and having fun through using sunlight and direct cosmic energy. You know, he was constantly reusing and using energy, reusing and using energy. And this is why he became so powerful because he was going with the flow of life. The reason why Vegeta was so stagnated is because he always was training, 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 training. Sure, yeah, eating, sunlight, breathing, but there was never a balance. Hence why he was so arrogant and so too prideful for power and himself at one stage, up until he got a baby mama. But essentially, the reason why he could never reach Goku's level was because of the flow. He could never enjoy life. He was always thinking about the past and how, Frieza blew his planet up and, some racism shit. And his daddy died or his daddy didn't love him as well. You gotta understand, Goku killed his father, his earth father, who was Gohan, he was his grandfather. Yeah. Killed that man turning into an ape because Goku could not balance his energy. So from that moment, that traumatic moment, he used it to transcend and become a better person. And when you understand that both characters, Goku and Vegeta, experienced so much trauma growing up, which made them the warriors that they are. One of them held back because they were thinking too much about that past, and so his energy was stagnated. The other just flourished, beating everybody's ass and just making his enemies his homies, essentially because he was always in flow of energy. Nothing about the past, nothing about the future, just always present and consuming the whole full spectrum of energy. So when you understand both parties, you understand yourself. And maybe and hopefully through this video you can decide on what sort of party you want to have. Do you want to have a party where you think about the past, or do you want to have a party where you're so in flow that you're consuming all energy whilst transmuting it to higher things, becoming a better person, becoming the GOAT essentially, which is what Goku is. That's why he's the GOAT. I love y'all, man.